Hi, friends. This is Smita, a personal empowerment life coach and an executive coach. And today we are going to discuss the 7 step approach to a successful career change. Are you not happy with your current job? Did you not like your last one either? And are you tired of asking yourself what's next every few years? If you are currently considering a change of career path, you are not alone. 95% of employees are considering a job change, according to a survey by Career Site Monster. Experts are calling this mass exodus the Great Resignation, directly linked to the COVID 19 pandemic. After working remotely for more than 2 years now, many of us are looking for greater flexibility. Whether it is due to burnout, or desire for more flexibility, or higher compensation, or the pursuit of your passions, saying I quit does have long term implications, both financial and otherwise. Before sending that resignation email, you need to prepare for the career change. It is important for you to take the time to evaluate your present situation, explore career options, decide if your career needs making over, and choose a job that will be more satisfying for you when you have your full time day job before taking that leap. The ensuing 7 steps approach that I am about to share with you will serve as a guide for a successful career change. Step 1: think through the final decision. Do a quick gut check to determine why you want to resign. Reflect on the prime driver behind your thought. Are you unhappy with your current organization, see better opportunities elsewhere, or want to pursue another line of work? A job change would be a better option in the case of the first two drivers that I mentioned, while you will have to look at a career change if you want the last one. On the other hand, if your desire is more flexibility or a higher compensation, that may be possible without switching employers. Make sure that you are leaving for the right reasons. And also ensure that you are exhausting all the internal options. It is possible that after reflection, you discover that you largely like your role, but for the unavailability of remote work options or permanent work from home arrangements. Then talk to your manager about your requirements. Make it easier for him to address your concerns by presenting examples of your productivity while working from home during the pandemic and how continuing with the same arrangement will benefit the organization. Also, do reach out to a mentor or trusted advisor. Take advantage of other people's mistakes to reduce your own. Talking to a mentor or a trusted friend or advisor who have taken similar decisions in the past will provide more insight and clarity to you. A third person often gives an honest perspective and all sides of the experience that you may not be able to determine for yourself. Step 2: evaluate whether you're looking for a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Assess career change versus a year off as the right path for you. It is very important for you to take a step back and answer this to yourself before sending that resignation letter, especially if you're a mid career professional. I fully agree that the relentless work pressure does take a toll. And if you're one of those who have been working without breaks with minimal interest outside work, you need to be sure that you are not mistaking work fatigue or burnout with career disillusionment. The former is a temporary problem that can be addressed, while the latter is a permanent step or action with longer term consequences. If your desire to resign is a tempted by reasons like you want to travel, take up more volunteering activities, or spend more time with family for medical emergencies or otherwise, taking a year off can be a great way to recharge without going for an altogether new career. Make a list of what you will have versus what you will leave. Apart from the regular take home pay, which is the most tangible benefit of a job, quitting also entails giving up on other benefits like health insurance for self and family, which are highly subsidized by some organizations. As you consider changing your career path, reflect on things you will have and those you will be walking away from by leaving your current position. You can start by creating 2 by 2 lists. One for what you like and dislike in your current career, and another for what you want in a new career but don't have in your current one, along with the cons that new career will entail. Organize the items in both lists in their order of importance to you. Then craft your ideal career description. If after the previous exercise that I just uh, explained to you, you still decide it's in your best interest to change jobs, keep the big picture in mind as you plot your next move. A strategic and successful career pivot always starts with an end goal. Before resigning from your job, frame an outline of what you want to do next. Getting clear on what you don't want is as important as what you want. Envision the life you want and think about the activities you enjoy and are good at. Then write down your ideal career description. Once you complete this exercise, you will take the first step to realize your future vision. Step 3. Get all the money you can from your current job before sending that resignation. Use paid time off. Many organizations pay employees for unused personal time or sick days when they leave a job. However, these policies may have caps on how much one is paid, and not every firm offers this perk. If you have paid time off accrued, utilize it before resigning. In addition to using paid time off or leave without pay to your advantage, it is also essential to understand your retirement savings or pension benefits before walking away from them. After resignation, you may be able to retain some but transfer or forego most of them. For example, are you eligible for a lump sum gratuity payment in another 6 months? Then there is no reason to leave that money behind on the table. It will be best to wait this period out. Also, do take advantage of all the useful resources that your current organization offers. Take advantage of those learning and development resources in your day job before you leave. Access the training and assessments you are legitimately eligible for and the on the job opportunities that can help you in your next move. Even if your current job isn't everything you want, you can mine for the goal you can take when you leave. Step 4. Financially prepare to quit your job. Build up your savings. Since you will resign without another job lined up, there's a high chance of that. Don't assume you will immediately start getting regular, predictable cash flows. It will be a few months, not a few weeks, before the money begins to flow to your bank account. Practically, you will need to prepare for a year. Estimate how long your savings will last before you might be forced to look for work again. You will need to have a substantial cash reserve before taking the leap. Make sure you have at least 12 months of your expenditures stashed in an emergency fund to cover your expenses. Also, make a personal household budget. This budget should detail your monthly cash inflow and spending. List all your non-discretionary living expenses, including housing, transportation, taxes, utility bills, and any debts that would still need to be covered. without having a regular paycheck. Evaluate any debts that you can pay off now, especially credit card debts. It is very important for you to clear those unsecured debts of higher interest rates that are not helping you create a future asset before you leave your job. Make a separate budget for additional endeavors like traveling or new courses you plan to pursue during this period. You will need to save for these outside your emergency fund. Step 5. Start outlining a career path. Assess your current experience and skills. It is not enough to have the ideal career description noted down somewhere. You need to think of the path you will take to realize that vision. What courses to join, what volunteering or internships you will take up, and who are the people you will ask for help are some of the questions for which you will need a broad outline. The best time to do this activity is before sending that resignation letter. While your new career might not precisely align with your experience, you will have specific, relevant, transferable skills that would be in demand in other fields. To organize your thoughts, create a list of your hard and soft skills. Hard skills are acquired through training and practice, such as knowledge of specific software or speaking a foreign language. Your personality, creativity, the ability to work as part of a team, and timeliness will be included in soft skills. Align your current skills with the future career options. Write down which of your hard skills can be transferred to those careers and add any skills that will need to be learned. Soft skills tend to be transferable to most career paths, so it is up to you how much of those uh, it is up to you how many of those factors will you consider in the selection of a new career. Consider which soft skills you would like to use in your next career. The most important ones can become part of your selection criteria. Also, research on new careers. Use Google and specific job search engines to search by job and specific keywords. For example, if you're knowledgeable in WordPress, enter WordPress in the search engine. You will see a long list of openings ranging from WordPress developer to graphic designer. You can refine your search by typing in multiple words. If you put those words in quotation marks, such as WordPress and HTML, you can further refine your search to only get the results that have those exact set of keywords. Be creative and thorough in your career search. For now, you're not looking for a specific job, but a career change. So quantity matters more than quality in this step. Hopefully, you will learn what additional skills may be required for new careers you didn't know existed or immediately find careers you qualify for. Once you have a list of careers you want to explore, reach out to friends and family working in those fields. Search for industry groups in your area, online forums, and social media. Ask people in the field whether your current skills are easily transferable to your career and what other skills you might need to acquire before taking the plunge. Of these skills, identify the skills that you need to master. If you really want to successfully change your career path, you will most likely need to master some new skills. The more drastic the career change, the steeper the learning curve. So make sure you know exactly what you are in for before quitting your job. Find out the must-haves and nice-to-haves in your dream role and identify where your skill gaps lie. Job descriptions of the careers you are angling for are a great place to start. The more prepared you are in skills and qualifications, the easier it will be to make a dramatic career transition. So start upskilling as soon as possible. Once you have decided that a career change is the way to go, talk to your boss about your reasons. If you're sure about your role change but open minded about staying in your organization, you don't necessarily have to say you are thinking about quitting to discuss about remote work, greater flexibility, or more traveling with your employer. Employees are flexible and receptive to employee requirements because they also want to retain their talent amid the great resignation. Also, be prepared to answer questions about what you plan to do next. If your boss offers you a raise or promotion, be ready with what you would be willing to accept to stay, if at all. And do make it a point to give appropriate notice in your letter of resignation. Once you have decided it's time to resign, end your employment on a high note by providing written notice to your direct manager well in advance of your anticipated end date. In many organizations, the departing employees are bound by a formal notice period that they are bound to serve. Unless there is an emergency, you will do well to go by that. An employer will hate nothing more than a resignation letter that states that I am leaving tomorrow. Step 6. Utilize your notice period well for your career transition. Quit your job the right way and on good terms. Once you have given notice and tendered your official resignation, the best way to quit your job is by ensuring a graceful transition before you head out of that office door or sign off from your work computer for the last time. While you may think you have nothing to lose by simply walking out of the door, your reputation is irreplaceable and everybody talks. How you leave is a significant part of how you will be remembered. Avoid any criticism of your company. Thank your boss for the opportunity to work with him before taking the time to thank everyone who has helped you be productive in your role. Single people out and express your gratitude for their support at any going away parties. Send a goodbye mail to the people you have worked with, including co-workers, clients, and vendors. Share your personal contact information with beloved office mates and write down any emails or phone numbers you may need in your life after this. You may never want to work in your current company again, but you never know who might. As a friend or mentor, you may still be able to refer others to their dream job. Or you yourself may need a reference. Even entrepreneurs like me find themselves in consulting or contracting positions in the same circle. Document your achievements. Many of my clients have gotten bogged down with their day-to-day work only to emerge years later without any documentation of their numerous achievements. After a point, it won't be easy to recall all your past accomplishments. So make it a point to track your professional successes throughout the year. Some suggestion of items to document include financial goals you reached, cost savings, positive feedback from peers or superior, complex situations that you resolved, awards and any certification or courses you completed. Don't be shy, document everything. No item is too small. And get references before you leave the company. References are a critical part of any job hunt, even if it is a career change. The time to ask for references isn't when you have both feet out the door. Get references from your current boss and other colleagues before your final day. Once you leave, it may be easier for managers to put off writing a letter. Besides, if your supervisor too subsequently leaves the company, no one may be available to provide the reference. Write some recommendations. Compose LinkedIn recommendations for supervisor, colleagues, and key people. People love receiving recommendations, and it will help you get some of your own. Also, ask for LinkedIn recommendations before your last day at work. Ideally, you'll want to approach people who know your work well and can speak intelligently about your capabilities. LinkedIn will default to a generic request message, so personalize it to get the best response. Also, try to space out your requests so you don't ask too many people at once. Create a plan of action for post your last day at the day job. A goal without a plan is a dream. To make that dream a reality, you will need to devise a concrete set of milestones with target dates to hold yourself accountable. Remember the outline of the new career path you created in the previous phase that I explained? Now is the time to detail that roadmap that will get you from point A to point B. Establish your short term objectives, those that will take 12 months or less, as well as long term ones that will take more time to achieve. Also, identify whether any barriers may interfere with your ability to reach your goals in your stated time frame. The most important thing is to write down your plan. Writing down your plan in detail will increase the odds that you will actually accomplish it. Write it in a journal, not on a computer or phone. Break your journey down into mini goalposts to make your objectives more manageable and achievable. This will keep you on track and help you see the plan through. Step 7. Put a structure to your workday. Undertake additional training, certification, and courses. If you have followed all the steps until now, you will have decided on the training and courses you need to take for forging a successful new career path by the time you reach to this step. Depending on the type of skills you need to acquire, the list may contain self-taught online courses, virtual live online courses, volunteering at any organizations to develop necessary skills. Regardless of which route you take to acquire those skills, now is the time to undergo these courses and prepare yourself for a successful transition. Remember, you don't need to master a new skill or complete your training before starting a new career. On the job learning will always be there. Example, if you're taking a life coach certification, you can always start your coaching practice while commencing the course rather than towards its end. You will be able to implement the theory and learnings faster in this case and become more confident in your new abilities. Also, update your resume and LinkedIn profile. Make sure you update your resume to reflect the new skills you have learned and highlight the transferable soft and hard skills that make you a valuable person in your new career. The same goes for your LinkedIn profile. You are shifting your professional brand in the process, ensuring that your connections start identifying you with your new career and come up with new opportunities for you. It also enables you to move into a new job search mode quickly. It is easier to update this during the start of your certifications or courses or internships when the details would be fresh in your mind. Then start connecting the dots. Some career changes are pretty self-explanatory. Others seem random and out of the blue. It does not matter what you are doing now or what you want to do next, as long as you can tell a convincing story. Start to relate your previous experience to your new field by weaving a flowing narrative. This means connecting the dots and highlighting all the transferable skills and experiences that have led you down this new path. Why is this important, you may ask me? It's all about how you sell yourself. Eventually, you will need to convince employers that you are the right woman or man for the job. A tricky task if you have spent the last 10 years doing something completely unrelated. However, if you can highlight the similarities and focus on all the transferable skills and knowledge you have gathered, you can showcase this new career path as a natural and logical progress. Before you reach the interview stage, get to work on your narrative. Know precisely what you are bringing to the table and be ready to tackle the tricky but why this sudden change from X to Y question. Lastly, in this step, crush your inner demons. Career change is tough, so prepare yourself to tackle some doubts and demons. The key is to anticipate these moments of uncertainty and be ready to confront them as soon as they arise. Delving into a brand new field can be daunting, and you might struggle to believe that it's possible or that you're really good enough to make it work. If you're scared of failure, you can use these three strategies that I'm telling you to overcome this fear. Set up a job shadow or two. Shadow professionals in fields of primary interest to observe how they work firsthand. You can also try it out. Identify volunteering and freelancing activities related to your target field to test your interest. And remember, it's a process. A career change is not a destination, it's a continuous process. Success will not come overnight, so don't get discouraged. The key is to celebrate small wins along the way. If you don't celebrate small milestones, you will lose the motivation and drive to continue. Tie the feelings not to your long term goal, but to the progress that you are making. The better you feel about your progress, the more likely you will continue to put in the work that will help make your dreams a reality. Also, track the effort. Respect yourself enough to track your progress against your plan of action. Monitor how you're doing and what you need to be doing next. Set up reminders so that you follow up on things when you need to. If you're going to invest time and energy to make this happen, invest the time and energy to track your progress. A simple Excel spreadsheet will do wonders as a tracking sheet. Remember, a successful career change is a long and arduous process. It will not happen overnight. Career pivots involve more friction, disruption, and risk than staying on a more linear traditional career path. Once you have made up your mind to take action, set yourself a career change deadline based on the hours you can commit to learning new skills and how long it will take you to finance any courses or qualifications. For a more detailed view on career change, visit my blog post on the same topic on my website www.lifecoachsmithadijain.com. Link is provided in the description to this video. That was all for today, friends. If you like the content here, please leave a comment and share this video in your network. I'll see you the next time. Until then, bye bye.